YouTubers, long time no see, no talk, whatever. I know it's been a while. It is December 28th. It's a Tuesday, I believe. As you can tell, yep, I got rain. I got all kinds of rain. On a good note, it's 38 degrees out, so better this be rain than snow, because you can tell I have water standing in multiple places between my back steps and the wife's little wood shop that she does stuff in, and my shop that I do stuff in. But yeah, so anyway, hope you all had a Merry Christmas and you were able to get together with your families and exchange some good cheer and all that, despite world events. I won't go any further into that. So we're going to do a project. I'll take you in the shop and then I'll go over it. Hopefully you can hear me when I'm in there. It ain't like much worse than here on the back deck with the tin roof, so hang in there and I'll start us on something else. Okay, YouTubers, after the friendly greeting and stuff there, our project of the day is an upgrade to my air compressor with the 60-gallon tank and all that. You can pick these up at the local home and farm supply type stores, big box hardware stores and places like that, and all wherever. But anyway, we're going to do an upgrade to this here air compressor. Now, one of the things you're supposed to do, of course, is with every air compressor, no matter what the size, the smallest pancake compressor that a lot of contractors use for out there in the home building and that type of work, to shops, any size shop, work on any type of equipment, even factories with their equipment, air compressor maintenance. There's always a list of things that are suggested to be done on a timely period, either on a sticker like this or in the owner's manual for it. And then of course there's always another sticker down here where it's saying to drain the tank every what does that say? Drain tank every week to prevent corrosion. Now, problem is, we forget about that as the hobbyists, and all that. We don't always do what we're supposed to. I'll be the first to admit it. But it is a pain in the butt to go to the bottom side of that tank where there is a valve that you have to unscrew to let the water bleed out and all that. So I'm gonna do away with that. Now here's what, yeah, there's projects there I haven't got done yet, haven't had time, day job stuff. Okay, this is originally what was in the bottom of that tank, my air compressor, and yes, there's some rust in the tank and all that, but to get down there periodically and unscrew this knurled knob so water can flow out around the sides of it, that's a pain in the butt. Now, I should have done this earlier, sooner, whatever. Maybe should have done it even when I first bought the air compressor. Didn't happen. I hope you can hear me over that rain on my roof. But anyway, here's the upgrade. Been a while. It's been a while, but I have been given a electronic solenoid valve. Whoa. That I can use to cycle bursts of air out and release water particles, and that way drain the tank. Now this is a used one. It's one I got from my sister-in-law's husband, because he does HVAC type work, and he'd replaced this for whatever reason on whatever he was working on. So, excuse me. Anyway, the best part about it is it's a common 110 outlet to run the solenoid. It has a timer, 2 timers. This one is a duration that the valve is open, letting the water and air escape. You can set anywhere from 0.5 seconds all the way up to 10 seconds on this dial. This dial timer you can set to 0.5 minute all the way up to 45 minute intervals between when this will cycle and allow air and water to escape. So I had to go to the local hardware because I didn't have all I needed here at the house, and get this is all 1/4 inch. Now I did get a 1/4 inch street L. It's in the right one. This is a street L, but I've always been told it's a street L. Threads, external threads where it goes into the thing, and then 90s, and then has thread inside of that. That threading is NPT, National Pipe Thread. Most of your common plumbing on stuff is usually going to be National Pipe Thread in a shop or whatever. Now I know some equipment I've ran across, they use BTP, British Pipe Thread. British Pipe Thread is a finer threading of pipe thread. You get the two mixed up, you got a heck of a mess. But anyway, I already have one of these in the bottom of that tank in place of this. So the next step is going to be break out the Teflon tape thread and dress the threads on this 1/4 inch by 6 inch nipple, and then this 1/4 inch by I think 1 inch nipple, and then an 1.5 inch nipple. But anyway, get it all threaded up, spun up tight, and then I can put this into the thing. I'm using a union. Just have to spin this around because I'm so close to the floor down here and all that. Shit, that killed 6 minutes. So anyway, that's enough of that jibber jabber. Let me get at it, and I'll go from there. Oh, one more thing. Most of this crap is made in, of all places, China. So disappointing. This is what I'm really disappointed about. That hole right there is just, it's just so disappointing how they done that. You know, the machine thread stuff's great, but they just drilled a hole in that just for a hole. It's subpar. So needless to say, because I didn't like it the way it was done on my 1/4 inch one, I took a drill on the drill press and I drilled that out, made that hole a little bigger, let more crap flow through. But anyway, that's enough about the whining and complaining. Let me get some thread tape, get these things dressed up, and then I'll show you little bits and pieces, and this will probably be a 20-minute video or so. But anyway, hang in there, I'll be right back. I'm not sure how good this shot's gonna work, but you know me, folks, I don't like being on camera. Well, what the heck, let's try and show you how to do Teflon tape. I prefer to take and hold the nipple, in this case, piece of pipe, and this my left hand, take my right hand with the thread tape and turn the tape so it goes counterclockwise off the reel. I'll take and get it started. Another thing I like to do is try to stay about a thread back from the end of the piece of pipe, trying to minimize the tape getting in the pipe, so that way it doesn't get into obstruct anything, restrict anything like that. And then give her a few rounds of tape. Now I'm going to spin this. This is such a close proximity. Whoops. I'm just going to spin this around. I don't know how bad this looks. May look horrible. My hand-eye coordination going. And then I'll spin some thread tape on this one. And then just pull and break. And there. And just take a little bit of finger pressure and there, voila, for lack of a better thought and process. Threads or Teflon tape good to go. Now I can take, I'm going to put a 90, it's a regular nice National Pipe thread 1/4 inch 90. I'm going to thread on one end of it. This is going to be the other end of that valve, solenoid valve, so I can have it set so it blows the air down toward the ground, not back into a wall, not where anybody's going to get hurt, and all that. So anyway, real quick, see, I'm going to do that, and then it's just, you know, grab the pipe wrench, crest wrench, whatever, and then spin it down tight into the valve, and we're good. So give me a minute, I'll get back. Anyway, for all good intentions, that should work like that. Now, another thing on the solenoid valve is make sure, most of them will have some kind of a diagram or an arrow indicating what the direction of flow is of whatever you're trying to restrict the flow of, stop the flow of, whatever. In this case, I got an arrow here pointing toward my elbow over here. That's the it's going to be my exhaust end of it. So this is going to hook onto the other end of that, half of that union with the it's only on the 6-inch nipple. Air's going to come out of my tank, come down through here, go up against this valve, the valving here, and when this opens up, air can come on out and dump. That's the game plan. So, but I at least want to point out to you is that there is an arrow on this valve indicating the direction of flow. So hang on, we'll do something else here in a second. Well, YouTubers, I hate to admit it, but I gotta admit defeat on this one. As you can see, worked out pretty. It all hooked up there and went. But I believe that my solenoid valve is weak and has an issue. Because once I get pressure in the tank and I go to test, like right now it's in the off position, closed position. Oop, put the light back in there. It goes to open, cycles 2 seconds, but it doesn't close once it's once that cycle time has been met. So much for that improvement. So what I'm going to end up doing is going and finding a 1/4 inch ball valve. I'll just put a ball valve on it and just have to remember, put a ball valve in place of this solenoid valve and start to make myself remember to frequently drain the tank like I should have been doing, but make it where it's easier to do. I'll leave all this galvanized, I'll leave everything on there that's there and just take the valve out and be done with it. But yeah, when I first tested this, I took the valve back apart and there was rust in the upper half. So I cleaned all the rust out, came out of the tank, and then I tried this time again, and it just cannot handle it must be weak. The coil must be making the valve open and close must be weak. So, like I said, I'm just going to have to do the other I don't really want to do, but so much for something cool, fancy, and neat. But thought I'd bring you along, let you see that, you know, not all things here are sunshine and rainbows and unicorn farts and all that. We do have failures here at the Rural Life with Ron place here. Oh, good God. So anyway, on that note, oh, yeah, it's hard to be chubby. Heck, to be chubby and you gotta get up and down off this floor. So anyway, yeah, sorry about the unfocused and all the shots going all over heck and half acre and all that. But anyway, on that note, I'm gonna let you go, and I'll catch you on the next one. Hope y'all have a happy new year. Drive safe and all that stuff. You know what they always say, don't drink and drive and all that. Arrange your ride. So anyway, take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you on the next one. Hopefully I'll have more this year in 2022 than what I did last year, but take care.